Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern mansion. This modern mansion has a double garage. It has an outdoor waterfall swimming pool, a giant indoor/outdoor fish tank. Inside we have this huge kitchen, a dining room, a living room, upstairs we have a home office, a lounging area, 2 bedrooms, and this really cool modern bathroom. This is the amount of space required to make your build. Please feel free to make this grid in your world if you do feel as though it will help you out. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Step 1, come all the way over to the front left hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then inwards by 1. Begin by placing 7 of any block that isn't smooth quartz on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the house begins. Place 4 smooth quartz on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend to the right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend backwards by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extend down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend back 1. Right 2. Back 1. Right 1. Back 2. Right 1. And then back by 3. 1, 2, 3. Extend up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then extend back by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then across by 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And all being well, that 23rd block should connect all the way back to where we first started. So it will give us this shape right here. So continuing to make the general outline of this building, I want you to grab a smooth quartz slab, come all the way to this corner of the build here, place a smooth quartz slab on top, and extend it back by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place a smooth quartz block behind, and extend right by 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We then want to extend backwards by 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we are able to extend across the back of the build just like this. And we want to line up with where we have this smooth quartz previously placed. Extend across by 2. 1, 2, so that we are overhanging the build by 2 rows. Then we are able to extend forwards and join back to where we first started in a right angle. I'm making that one word where it's 2 words. In a right angle. So we have a rectangle sat on top of the base of our house. So the next thing that we are going to do is give shape to our rectangle. Now we can do this first of all by coming to the right front corner of it and extend it up by 4 using smooth quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick a smooth quartz slab on top and extend left by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We then want to extend this 7th block down to the base using smooth quartz, and then place another row of smooth quartz on the left. We then want to fill the inside of this shape in using smooth quartz stairs, so just in this little rectangle within our rectangle, we just want to have something which should look like this. Then we can continue extending our smooth quartz slabs across the top of the build and eventually lead it down and join it to the corner of the left side of the build, and we can just place 2 slabs. So we want to have 2 rows of smooth quartz there on the left side to match the 2 rows that we have in between the stairs. The idea would then be that we want to have 2 suspended rows of grey concrete, one at the bottom, one at the top, and a large window in the middle. So this is essentially just one big giant window, as you can see here. What am I doing? This is a window. This wants to be filled in with glass, not grey concrete. I don't know what I was thinking there, but in between these 2 rows of grey concrete, we want to have, it'd be a little hard to see through grey concrete. We want to have 2 rows of, I'm specifically using glass block, but feel free to change it to pane or any other colour or variant of glass that you like. So the next thing that we want to do is come to the right side of the build where there is a bit more detail, and we want to grab our smooth quartz stairs and we want to place rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smooth quartz stairs on top of the base of the smooth quartz, extending back towards the back of the build. We can place smooth quartz slabs on top of this. We can then have 2 rows of smooth quartz block next to the stairs area, and then we will extend the corner of the back upwards by 4 using smooth quartz, and then we will join together at the top using smooth quartz slab. So that might sound a little bit tricky, but it ends up looking like this. In addition to this, we want to have some more grey concrete at the bottom and the top. The difference here being, though, we want to join the grey concrete together as a rectangle, so it wants to make a full we want to make a full shape rather than just like the top and the bottom as we did previously. We also want to extend grey concrete across the entire back of the build. Give it a second, it takes a while. All the way across the back of the build, and we can even join it to the front of the build. The grey concrete can sit nicely, like it can just join to the sides of the grey concrete that we already have, and if we need to hollow out that corner for any reason, then we will. You'll see what I mean a little bit later on by hollow out the corner. It's easy to explain when we get to it. But we want to, on the back of the build, join the grey concrete together, top to bottom. 4 rows of glass extending from the right going left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grey concrete, 3 glass, 1, 2, 3. 4 grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 glass, 1, 2. Grey concrete, and then make the rest of the row glass, extending all the way left. And all of the grey concrete and all of the glass wants to get extended up until it just reaches top to bottom, just like that. We then want to place smooth quartz slab extending from the top all the way to the right. Give it a second. And then join it down. Then extend the smooth quartz forwards from the top, the slab. Then we're going to fill this side of the build in using smooth quartz block. So we're literally just going to fill the entire thing in because this functions as a nice hard wall. We can also add some windows in later if we do so choose, but don't you think that this has enough windows already? I mean, you know, I do. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to give this area a floor and a ceiling, and you can just watch me doing this now. So literally just connect the top and the bottom of the giant floating rectangle that we have made, connect the top and the bottom together. I'd recommend doing the bottom first and then the top, although it doesn't really matter at all. Oh, and also whilst we're at it, we'll fill this little roof in using smooth quartz slabs as well. Next up, we are going to form the first floor. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to grab the smooth quartz block and I'm going to extend this grey concrete. This is the one that is connected to the actual house, and I'm going to extend this, and I am going to make sure that it follows the same path that the quartz does above us, if that makes sense. So we are able to sandwich these two rows of quartz together, and I'm going to do this going around the entire build. We are going to be able to extend these and join them together. So literally just from bottom to top or top to bottom, and I'm just choosing to extend from the front here. So this will make a nice solid wall here. Perfect. So it might actually be best that I just fill this side in using smooth quartz. I might actually just fill the entire back in using smooth quartz actually, because we can always just add windows later. They're just a small feature on these sides and the back, and they actually completely depend upon what you want to have. Like what the windows on these sides, the back and the left, completely depend on the interior. So if you do decide to make an interior that's like mine, then you will want to have the same windows as me. However, if you do choose to make your own interior, then you will probably want to place them elsewhere. So that is the left, back, and just that little right side there filled in using quartz. So we want to have enough space that we are able to enter the house here. So on the right, we're just going to have a vertical row of quartz, extend it across the top, and then add 2 vertical rows of quartz on the left. And then underneath, where we have this empty space, I'm going to have oak planks. That is going to be the flooring material of choice. And speaking of flooring materials, I'm going to join this semicircle that we have here. I'm going to join it together at a right angle like this. And I'm going to place underneath it any solid block. So I'm using oak planks, but you can use whatever you like. This is actually going to get filled in with sand. So the sand needs something to sit on, which almost sounds like a tongue twister. The sand needs something solid to sit on. So there we go. And beyond that, what we are then able to do is fill the tank in using glass. So we'll fill the back of the tank in using glass. And we'll fill the front of the tank in using glass as well. So the back, we'll just get it filled in. We'll fill the front in as well, just in a little semicircle like this. We have to add some windows to the open side of the house, the more open side, I should say. The area that we'll actually be able to walk around. So that's why it's a little bit more important, I think, to have more rigid rules with the part that we're actually going to be interacting with rather than the back. So now that we have the fish tank sorted out, we want to have enough space that we can walk into the house here. So another double wide space with glass just along the top. This is how we'll be able to enter the house from here. This particular side, the shape, will just fill this in using glass like this. We'll extend across to the left by 2 rows. Add 2 rows of smooth quartz, 1, 2, 2 rows of glass, 1 and 2, and then we'll just add another row of smooth quartz here, so that'll end up looking quite good. The next thing that we probably should do is we should actually give this house a floor. So the inside of the house, for instance. So I'm going to connect the bottom of the house together using oak planks. So I'm just going to do the inside, and feel free to change the material if you like, but oak planks actually works quite well because we have a bunch of decking outside as well that is the same material. So the inside of the house actually flows together nicely with the outside of the house. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is work on the outside a little bit. So I'm just going to change these two smooth quartz into oak planks. And then I'm going to extend these oak planks outwards by 2 rows. Add another row of oak planks in front. And then that allows us to extend this row of oak planks to the right by 9 using smooth quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Extend the left and right ends of this forwards by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We want to place smooth quartz slabs on top of this, just all the way around like so. And then we want to add some light grey concrete underneath this. So light grey concrete wants to be placed in rows of 5, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to have 2 rows of 5 light grey concrete. The first row is set underneath the back of the smooth quartz, and then we want to have another row of 5, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. This will come almost all the way to the end. And we will, after we have done this, so just extended the sides like so, we'll drop the light grey concrete down at the end, and this will join down to the ground. And then in front of this, in the ground, we're going to dig out a trench, extend the light grey concrete down further. The bottom of the trench will place something else in, so what do we want to place in the bottom? It doesn't really matter too much. Let's place grey concrete as a contrast, and then I'm going to make the middle sea lantern. And then I'm going to make the middle blocks for both of the cascading rows, sea lanterns as well. Then I'm going to join the smooth quartz block down to the ground. This is just at the end. We can always clean everything else up a little bit later. And now that we have done that, we can add some water to it, although we'll just have to add some smooth quartz here and here, just so that we don't spring a leak, as a matter of fact. Let's get rid of the glass for a second, grab the water, and if we make the top of this still, I actually think it will flow all the way down regardless. So, hang on. Yeah, perfect. So I've made the first 3 rows kind of like stillish, and then the water just flows nicely into the ground. So it's an alternate way to get down, but it's more so a kind of cool feature to the house anyway. The next thing that we want to do is add some oak planks. So the oak planks we are going to extend forwards, the ones that we place to place the pool. The oak planks want to get extended forwards 2 rows, and then across the front of the house, extending left like this. Then we'll flare these 2 end rows forwards like so, and then we'll place oak stairs extending down and in front of the planks. So just like this, extending all the way down. So like this, here, here, then we'll just join to here using oak planks. And then we want to fill this wall in using oak planks as well. So this is going to get filled in using oak. And then here too. And we don't have to fill any more in, I don't think, because we need light grey concrete. And we are going to place light grey concrete opposite where the smooth quartz starts here next to the glass. And oh, we do need a little bit of oak plank, so just underneath these stairs here. And we want to extend light grey concrete up so that it sits just 1 row up and above. And we'll place enough light grey concrete that, and by the way, it wants to extend down to the ground as well. We'll be placing some more as well later, but we have to form the rest of the outside area first. So we'll place light grey concrete in such a way, we can get rid of this, in such a way that we just want to cover up the entire stairs portion. And it'll look really good like this, like the stairs will be all nice and enclosed, and it kind of all just flows together rather nicely this way. So now that we've done that, we can work on the right side of the build, and that's where things will all join and connect together. So grab your oak planks and place, extending from this smooth quartz block here, you can see it's kind of like equivalent to what we have on that side. We want to place a row of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 oak planks extending outwards, and then backwards by 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So what we are then able to do is extend the oak planks across just like this. And we want to extend the oak planks down as well by 2 rows, so 1 and 2, and we can just get this drop down. We'll also have to fill the top of these in as well, which I guess that we will do before moving on, despite the fact that it is a little bit of a task. And we can just get this drop down on the front and the side, and we just have it wrapped around the back there. It looks pretty good, so let's just take a little look here. So there we go, nice. So all we have to do is just fill this giant area in using oak planks. So with the right side of the decking made, we are going to, using our light grey concrete. First of all, I've just got to seal this up a little bit. So with our light grey concrete, I want to place a row of light grey underneath and inside of the oak plank area. So just underneath and inside like this. And the light grey will actually extend all the way over to the left side of the build. And we want it to connect literally to the front of the build where we already placed a little bit of a wall. So all of this can get sealed up using the light grey concrete. So just from top to bottom, all of the light grey concrete, it will just kind of like fit underneath the house, and we want it to be as high as the wall that we've already like preset on the left side, but underneath it will just join underneath the house rather naturally anyway. It's also worth mentioning that on the back of the house we are going to add another row of smooth quartz underneath the overhang at the back, and we will join the corners down to the ground using blackstone polished wall. So with that complete, we now want to add a little bit more detail to the front. So we have garages to make, so light grey concrete, some smooth quartz stairs, some stone. We need smooth quartz slabs, oak wood, oak leaves. And just as a little bit of detail, I'm going to grab the red carpet and the white carpet, and you'll see why in a second. So this is actually a garage where we have the open light grey concrete. And set one row back, we're going to have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 smooth quartz stairs, light grey concrete on the end. Join the light grey concrete up and also join the smooth quartz stairs up as well. And then we're going to make it so that we have a single row of suspended smooth quartz stairs just up at the top here, so that it looks as though that the garage is open, and we'll actually be able to walk around inside of this as well. And I'm going to place a car. In addition to this, I'm going to have a simple driveway made using just a good old stone. And this is just going to sit just basically here. So stone is what I'm going to use for the inside of the garage as well. And just kind of like the entire width of the garage area, we'll just have it stone and extend it out to the boundary. So here and here will look pretty good, I think. And now that we've done that, we can go up onto the upper level. Grab the smooth quartz slabs, come all the way to the top front right hand corner of the oak planks here, extend inwards diagonally and place a smooth quartz slab, extend left and extend the smooth quartz slabs all the way to the back of the build, where we want them to extend all the way to the back, one row away from the edge, one row inwards. And then we're going to place inside of the smooth quartz slabs, we're going to place leave a gap, oak, leave a gap of 3, oak, gap of 3, oak, gap of 3, oak, gap of 3, and then finally we will just have an oak in this corner, or we would have an oak in this corner, but maybe we'll make it so we'll stop a little bit short so that this lines up properly. And we want to raise up the oak woods at least by 2. We can do 1, but 2 will be sufficient. And then we take the upper oak woods and we just want to place a square of 3 by 3. There we go, a square of 3 by 3 in a cube fashion of leaves on top. And that will look pretty good. So we'll just, oh, that's too much. There we go. Oh, and it wants to place all the way. It might actually be easier to knock the top block off, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. So just all the way around the edge, and I think I'll do this one as well. So just here, and the trees don't have to go all the way back either. I think, unless we did extend the platform back, I don't think it would be right to... Like, it just works out rather nicely like this. It's not, like, symmetrical with the front, but it also doesn't have to be either. But that looks really cool. And the last little bit of detail that I would add to the outside is just two little, like, lounging beds. These are lined up with the sea lanterns. That's why I'm kind of, like, hovering over a bird's eye view. Gap of 1, 2 red carpet, 1 white. Gap of 1, 2 red carpet, 1 white, and you can see how that lines up nicely. And if we take a little bit of a look at this, you can see that this is the outside of the build complete, and it's looking quite impressive. Now, with the outside complete, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move to the inside, where I will show you how to make the interior. We are going to be making the interior in a time-lapse fashion, but I am going to commentate it for you. So enjoy. Step 1 for the interior, we are going to make the garage. The garage is very simple. The walls and ceiling are going to be made out of light grey concrete. We are going to use sea lanterns to light the garage, the ceiling and the left interior wall, and the floor is going to be made out of stone. So we have a nice modest sized garage. I've actually made it smaller than it could be, and inside of here we could fit a few cars, but I'm going with a nice regular, well, not regular, it kind of looks pretty cool. A nice sporty white and black sports car. Upstairs, on the right side of the ground level, we are going to build a kitchen, which has a long stretch of counter space with a sink and a bunch of cupboards, a nice little breakfast bar as well. In the center, we have a nice oven setup with extractor fans above, and we also have some plants to decorate it. We also have a coffee machine on the end of the counters. We have a dining room table if we shift slightly left here, which is set out for 4 people with some nice natural lights and some modern lights. We have the stairs next to this as well, which is made using a series of oak slabs. On this end of the house, we have a sofa and a TV with a floor lamp, and in between these two spaces, a rug and some bookshelves with some more plants as well. Upstairs, we have a kind of interesting layout. So at the top of the stairs, we kind of have this barrier made using oak trapdoors in an interesting way. And then we have a nice little home office right next to it, which has a series, well, 1 computer and a series of 3 monitors with some bookshelves and some flower pots. Along the back side of the house, we have 2 bedrooms, which are identical except for the fact that one is 1 block smaller than the other. In front of these 2 rooms, we have a cool modern fireplace setup to kind of just split up the 2 walls, and we have also made the bathroom wall. In front of the fireplace, we simply have a nice long sofa, and inside of the bedrooms, we have wardrobes, a bed, and not too much else. We just have paintings on the walls, a little bit of light, and in some cases, I do choose to add some more plants. But nice, very simple, minimalistic, and that is all there is to say about the bedrooms. Now, the last room of the house, which we are going to make right now, is the bathroom. So the bathroom has a nice corner bath. We even dig into the ceiling to have a nice skylight above the bath for some natural light as well. We have a toilet in here, we have some towels hanging off the wall, decorate the bath with some lanterns and some parts. We have a sink space with cabinets as well, and some shelves and just some bottles placed around as well. Not to forget the fish tank. The fish tank is the literal cornerstone of the house, decorated using all of the things that one might imagine a fish tank will have, including my I always have this, including my little SpongeBob's house using the honeycomb and seagrass. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. And if you do like the look of the world that I have been building in, I don't know how much of it you have managed to see, Stream City is available to download Java Edition only for all of my channel members. If you are a channel member and you're unaware of this, or if you would like to become one for this perk, channel members are provided a brand new fresh download link for Stream City every single time it is updated. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.